And another sort of thing here is that I don't. I think about story. I'm going to come to that in a bit, but another thing to keep in mind is that when I talk about storytelling in games, I feel that all games tell a story in some way. So again, just using Super Mario as an example, if you're playing Super Mario 3 and you board Bowser's wooden ship, you dodge some cannonballs, and you eventually go and fight one of Bowser's sons and defeat him. That's a narrative unfolding. That's a story. That's a story being told. You can play Tetris in a very abstract way. Mario loses a lot of the appeal if you remove this. You could just have squares and squares and circles and stuff like that in a Mario game, which is this space. I'm gonna say space from now on, so we know. The system space. So you can play Mario in the system space, but in the story space, it's harder. And the same goes for other more for other games, like an adventure game would be very hard to play in system space because you wouldn't know what the hell any object would be. It's very important that you know what the object is. You have your aesthetics, you have your dynamics, you have your mechanics, but this is just systems. You want to address this as something. So in Super Mario, what you have in like the real Super Mario, I'm just going to draw here. What you have is really you have a bounce at the edge of the screen where if you have some control that says that if Mario is here, if his collision box or his center, I'm not sure what they go on actually. If his center of his body is down here, if it's even the top, then it's game over. Sort of, you have to restart the level, and that's a system here on a chasm. But in the game, the chasm has to have a special aesthetic. It can't just be you want to have it at a special place. You want it to look a special way, especially in later games like something like Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Galaxy. Your chasms are gonna look like chasms.